Alright, we're making a video about how to pull the transmission out of a 97 Nissan pickup truck. This truck is all stock with the exception of some additional electrical work. Basically a stereo power inverter. Alright, so what we need is jack stands. I got a pair of those, a jack. If you're going to make video, you got to have some cameras. Okay, got my oil pan. I got all the tools necessary here. Lights optional, gloves optional. Okay, I got something to put the front tires on. Another camera, another angle. Alright, so let's do this. Alright, this is what I have found I need to take out my transmission. 10mm wrench, 1/2-inch socket wrench, 14 and 17mm sockets. We're going to go ahead and get deep and shallow in both 14 and 17, 3/8 and 1/2-inch drive. Okay, two 14mm wrenches. We're going to see if this works. I'm not sure if it'll fit around back the propeller shaft. 17mm wrench, some Phillips screwdrivers, various adapters, some cutters for the zip ties around the boot on the outside of the vehicle, small screwdriver. This is for the crankshaft position sensor. It's hard to get to. They have it as the second step in the book. I'm putting it a little bit further down the list. 90 degree snap ring removal tool, and various extensions and swivels in all sizes. Alright, first thing is remove the battery cables so that you've got no power to the starter and all that type of stuff. Alright, and I'm using a 10mm socket wrench for this. Alright, so now you want to use a 1/2-inch socket wrench. Drain your oil pan. Alright, got the oil pan draining, oil pan, whatever, you know. You'll know what the hell I'm talking about. Next, use 14mm socket wrench, extensions, whatever you need. Remove the starter. Place it aside, no need to disconnect the cables. Next, you'll want to disconnect your neutral safety switch and reverse or whatever, you know what I'm talking about. Disconnect these connectors here, and then with a 12mm, I believe maybe 14, take off the clutch operating cylinder. Next, you're going to remove the propeller shaft. You'll need two 14mm box open-end wrenches. I bought a little ratchet wrench. It didn't work. It wouldn't fit. Can't get sockets up in here either. Also, mark it so you know where to put it right back. Okay. Brake time. Know what I'm saying? Next, use a 17mm socket wrench to take off the mid carrier bearing. This one's toast. There's my replacement. Now you're going to want to put a jack under the transmission to support it. Use a 14mm wrench. Take off the cross member, both sides. Unbolt it from the center too. 17mm bolt, I believe, right? Okay. Alright, now is when I take out the CPS, the crankshaft position sensor. It's all the way on the top. And basically I let the transmission down just a little bit. And I go up on the top side and I get it out with the handy little extensions and stuff, because it's so tiny and hard to get to. You know what I mean? Next, you need to remove the control lever. Cut the zip ties with some dikes, remove the snap ring. I suppose you could do this from under the vehicle, but I've had the carpet out enough times and seats out enough times, it's easy to take it out. break time. Now it's all been a little tricky, but now you got to get to the 5 bolts that go to the engine housing, so that's what's next. And one more. And now I've got it unbolted. I figure it's just a 4-cylinder, little 5-speed manual transmission. I'm going to take the jack out. And I'm going to get under there and wrestle it out. Man, I should have had somebody filming this the whole time. I know, but that's how it's done. And I know I mess up my language sometimes. Y'all can hate me for that, but it is what it is. I know what I'm doing. Even with what, 3 beers, or what was, I don't know. You guys saw me open them, maybe 7. No. So I started at about 7:15. Took some breaks, you know, and it is 9:50. All right, that's it. How to get your transmission out.